Johnson, vice president at the time, was speaking at Southwest Texas State University about the promise of weather satellites
that will permit man to determine the world's cloud layer and ultimately to control the weather, and he who controls the weather will control the world.
After that, the government's Project Storm Fury seeded hurricanes in the 60s and 70s
set up
with
to
mixed
check
results.
But we should just see water, right? That's all we should see. Let me adjust my condenser here. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys watch me do this so nobody says I'm doing anything weird. We have our clean microscope slide. We have our fresh snow from outside. And we are just gonna put a tiny bit on there. It's little rocks. All right, I need a top cover slide. Jojo, relax, buddy. There ain't nothing out there. Okay. Let's see. Turn you guys over here so you can hopefully see what I'm seeing. All right, let's start. Weird. Wow. Let me show you guys this. I'm gonna flip this camera around. All right, guys. This is really weird because these are not ice crystals. You can clearly see that that is water on my slide. Okay. These look like effing parasites or some type of plastic. And we are seeing these strange X shapes, okay, which look very similar to me, like a chromosome marker. See how shiny blue these are? This is how heavy metals show up in the blood. Now, just to be clear, everyone, this is what snow and water are supposed to look like under a microscope. Not the strange shapes and shiny material that we just saw. Now, on top of all the strange stuff that we just saw in the snow, I've been in here messing with the microscope now for at least a half an hour. Check it out, guys. Why is the snow not melted? It's 70-some degrees in my house. I have a fire going. This should be melted. Pretty freaky, right? This goes to show that if you're snowed in, this isn't going to melt for a while. But why is this shit not melting? Normal snow should have melted by now. We are certainly dealing with a very strange
Just a little
situation.
warning, take it or leave it. I would not advise, your children playing out in the snow like this. We're seeing a lot of different people becoming sick as well after they have played in the snow and then come back in, the kids. Respiratory, all kinds of different, so be careful about that. But I definitely wouldn't advise anybody now playing in the snow
America's
after
first
the
big
reports.
weather modification scandal dates back to 1916. San Diego hired famed rainmaker Charles Hatfield to break a drought. He released his secret chemical brew from towers, and it began to rain and didn't stop for 2 solid weeks.
Bridges were swept away, entire neighborhoods were cut off, trains were derailed, and crops were destroyed. On January 27th, the lower Otay Dam gave out under the pressure. A 40-foot wall of water tore through the valley. It demolished
Over the
everything in
decades,
its
the
path.
U.S. government has been involved in weather engineering, both publicly and secretly. In 1947, the military and GE launched Project Cirrus to try to weaken hurricanes with frozen carbon dioxide, dry ice. But in one case, a hurricane strengthened, changed paths, and devastated Savannah, Georgia. Yet man's thirst to manipulate Mother Nature only grew.
We shall propose further cooperative efforts between all the nations in weather prediction and eventually in weather control.